Winston, 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 going to pull me towards these dogs. Let's go, buddy. You can see. Let's go. Just enough. Okay, this video is a short video. Hopefully I keep it short. It's really just a follow-up to Winston's first video, which was about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. I'll put a link above this somewhere in the video. It's really just to show you the progress you can make in a short time. And yes, without food rewards, just using good, solid training, good leadership, asking your dog to do something. They don't do it, make them do it, and just be consistent. Nothing cruel, nothing harsh, and really just to show you, seeing Winston before and after, seeing him around dogs, around people, around different environments, and show you the amazing progress he's made in a short time. He's got a long way to go yet, but he's made amazing progress. Let's do it. Leave it. Good boy. Didn't even need to give that leave it, did I, Winston? That was very good, buddy. As you can see, Winston is now on a slip lead with me. Now, for those who haven't used slip leads before, there's a lot of negative talk about equipment like this. And the negative talk comes from people who don't know how to use it. This is not a tool that I'm trying to hurt my dog. It is trying to give me control. By having the right equipment on a dog, what people are forgetting is I actually get to use less pressure on the dog, not more, less. When you use a slip lead, we want it high, up on the neck, sort of behind the ears as much as possible. You want to be able to get your hand underneath it, but you want it tight enough that it stays in position, but it is not hurting, choking, doing anything to the dog. There's a lot of incorrect information about this sort of equipment. So remember, educate yourself on things before you are too opinionated on things. I think that's a good rule in life. But this is where we're set up is, and let's go for a walk, buddy. When I go to walk off, I have got it short but loose. We want to teach our dogs that loose lead is the ideal thing that they need to be achieving. And when they learn that loose lead is a good thing, that is the way to give a clear message to your dog. There's a lot of gray areas with dogs. People send mixed messages. I want to teach Winston when he has the lead loose, he is always correct. And when he understands that, he learns how to avoid any lead pressure, any corrections, or anything that he doesn't like. And it's a very clear message, and we communicate clearly, and we have a better walk. Let's go, buddy. Downstairs, and I'm going to try to show you guys and girls how we've got Nash up front, so it's a little bit tempting, but even with Nash up the front there, Winston, let's go, bud. Now I'm going to put a link up above, and you're going to see Winston in the previous video. This is sort of open palm. Winston, let's go, bud. And you see the pressure I'm using. He's got his brother up there, Nash. He wants to be with him, but if you see the previous video in the link above, look at this. Good boy. Sit. Stay. Let's go. Winston, sit. Go. Stay. Stay. Free. Go. Go. Stay. 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 Go. Stay. Stay. Free. Go. Winston, stay. Nash. Come. Nash, come. Stay. Nash, Nash, Nash. Yeah. Shake. Dog training isn't complex. It's made complicated these days with all these different methods and over complicated for people, all these different words. Keep it simple. Just send clear messages to your dog. When I ask you to do something, I need you to do it. And if you don't do it, I'm just going to put you back. You don't need to yell, don't need to get cranky. I tell you what, I'll move 10 times, then I'll move 5 times, then I'll move twice, then I'll move once, and then they won't move. And if they ever do break, not a big deal, replace them back. But that's the sort of progress you can get to in a very short time. Good boys. Good boys. Okay, now let's do a little walking together. Ready? Let's go. Quick. Quick. Go. Okay. Sit. Sit. Go. Go. Good boys. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Good boys. Let's go. Stop. Sit. Good boys. Go. Stay. A quick instruction on what I call informal walking, like when your dog's in a free position on the end of a long lead or a slip lead. It's all about how to use these slip leads. People get it wrong, they yank, they choke. It's not that. I'm using 2 fingers in these leads. It's very little, I wouldn't call it correction, it's direction. It's a very little one. So here, I use a term called let's go as a command. Let's go. See that? Nash knows it quite well. Winston's still learning. Let's go really just means similar to like a leave it maybe. And they've got to engage. The idea of this here, when they go too far, very small, and when you give really good feedback, they'll understand that they can be out the front as long as they're not pulling. This is what we're after. Not perfect walking. People often ask, do I make my dog heel all the time? No, hardly ever. As long as they're walking politely and not pulling me around, I'm okay with that. I think it's pretty challenging to ask your dog to walk in a heel position all the time. This is what we want. Educating your dog, making it very clear where they have to walk. No grey areas, like it's a formal position, like a heel, or in a loose lead, free position. So they understand that, and then they get to sniff and walk. And they, every now and again, it might take a little pop back like that, and then pressure off, nothing. It often frustrates me that the opinions people have on something they don't know about. So I'm always saying, educate yourself on something before you have too much of an opinion. Okay, we've got a dog coming by here. So let's see how Winston's going without giving a leave it. I'm going to say nothing. I want to see Winston's impulse control compared to the work we've done with him. So I'll put him sort of here, make sure he sees the dog. Perfect. Now there was no command given there, there was nothing. I let him make his own choice because really that's the goal you're trying to get to with your dog, that your dog makes good choices himself. Good boy. Like that, okay? He makes the choice. I'm not doing much with him. Yeah, he wants to meet the dog, but he's not that jumping dog anymore. Much better. Look at that cute little guy. But much better. That's him making good choices, and that the good choices are being made because of the quality training. And him understanding that making the other choice, which is dragging to the dog and going crazy and barking, is not going to be accepted. And it's okay to send that message to your dog. Don't get it twisted and think that these people talking that you can't pull a lead or you can't raise your voice, you can't say no. It's craziness. They'll say your dog creates an aversion to you and won't like you. Does this dog look like he has fear of me or any aversion to the slip lead or me? Nothing. We're not being cruel. We're sending clear messages at the right time and the dog understands what I can do and what I can't do. Let's go. We have another black lab up here. Winston, I swear breed recognises breeds. Let's see how he goes getting past this happy lab.
We might all wear it otherwise.
See what I mean? But not a big deal. Like, that was just a dog wanting to meet a dog. That I would consider that normal dog behaviour. I'm often battling with people because a lot of you out there expect too much of your dogs. People telling me, oh, I go to the beach, my dog sniffs too much. My dog doesn't come back perfect. Or when I walk past a dog, my dog looks like that. It's not bad dog behaviour. That's just a dog being a dog. If you can't deal with that in your dog, you probably shouldn't have one. I think you did good. But how different was that reaction to the black lab? He's like, brother, my sister, I recognise you. I think that was good. There's another little dog over here. Look, different reaction. I think he recognises black labs. Good boy, buddy. Okay, so there we have it. Now, some of you might not have watched the first video, so you might watch that and go, that's actually not very good obedience. Remember, this is real world, there's no food involved, and we're just walking the dogs. Now, if you have that opinion, you need to go back and watch the first one. You'll see a dog that's snorting and jumping and out of control. And I try to use food. The video is called Positive Only Fails. Yes, I know that might annoy some people, but watch that video, then you'll see the difference and you'll understand how far this young dog has come. We've got further to go, but I think that's a pretty good video, pretty good follow-up. Don't forget, as usual, yes, I'm going to say it, please hit the subscribe. It is appreciated. We do a lot of work as content creators to give you a lot of free training, free advice. All we ask, hit the button. Till next time, I'll see you soon from Winston, Nash, me, Jason, and Sarah behind the camera. See you soon. Bye.